Hey guys, I am finally sorting out the studio. Yes, it has been nearly 5 months since we moved into our new house. Can you believe it? These pictures, for example, were just meant to be to cover the nails on the wall. Having said that, I've actually kind of got used to them. They've grown on me. I suppose I've got used to working with the space. I know how to light it now. New massive ring lights. Hello. It's not actually a ring light, it's like some fancy thing, but it gives you this amazing soft light. It's like I like the green and stuff, like these are from my old house. Obviously all of this is from my old house, I've just chucked it in here. But there's a few issues in here. It needs to be decorating anyway. Also, by the way, we do have a treadmill in here. I've been adding a couple of treadmill workouts to my weekly training just to improve my stamina. So yeah, that side of the room we're not gonna worry about as much because as you can see, it's like there's not a lot you need to do here. Now the treadmill's there. I've got that yellow chair, probably keep it in here. The wall, I love the wall. I love that brick work, so I don't want to change that. And to be honest, I need this space here because when I'm filming content, I need to put my camera over here. And also if I do ever have a couple of people over, like a team of us working on something, it's just easier to actually have space, like I don't need to fill it all. I've found 2 interior designers on Fiverr. I want to get like proper 3D renders of this room and I want someone to help me design it. And I also am doing the same for my activewear wardrobe. If you guys watch my old vlogs, you'll know I had like a walk-in activewear wardrobe in the old house and I have a room for that now, but currently it's a floor drobe. It's honestly really embarrassing. I'll go and show you that in a minute. It's bad. I haven't got much storage in there. I haven't got any, well, I've got like a chest of drawers, which I actually, to be fair, I haven't actually filled yet. But other than that, it's filled with boxes. I need to deal with it. So yeah, so that, I want that to be designed and I want this room to be designed. And I think it's just gonna help me to visualize it. I think it's really important. Okay, so I have this area here. This is a really good backdrop. It's a really good base for a backdrop because obviously it has like stuff going on. It's got the alcoves anyway, so we can make use of this. Because otherwise I feel like if you just had a flat wall, you'd be needing to put some of this sort of depth into it anyway, but I think I've got a very good base here. And what I'm thinking is like maybe some shelving here or on the other side, I'm not sure. Maybe some jump rope storage on the other side. Some, like I can put hooks to hang ropes. And then this middle bit, like I think I need to keep this radiator because I don't think I can be bothered to go as far as removing that. But like, I don't know, maybe some paneling, or maybe some paneling can be incorporated into these alcoves. So that's the idea. Otherwise, this space needs to stay pretty clear because obviously I jump here. But one thing I am potentially going to put here is some sort of frame, like a pull-up bar. And then also there's like obviously cosmetic things we actually need to sort out. Like we've obviously got a damp issue here and you can see where like the previous owner has painted over it probably a couple of times, so we need to address all these little niggles. But I was like, I'll get it designed and then we can sort that stuff out and get someone to like do it all. This area here, I feel like this is naturally a good place to have storage anyway, so I want to keep it that way. I'm going to ask the designers to think of a way to put storage here that will look good. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll take you upstairs and show you the other room that I want to sort out as well. By the way, I'm sharing this because I need you guys to help me. I'm going to go through this whole process. I'm going to get these designers to send me options and then I want you guys to help me choose because I know I'm going to be indecisive. So we're going to go into my activewear wardrobe, which isn't an activewear wardrobe yet, and you're not allowed to judge me because when I said it's a floor drobe, I meant it. Ta-da! You know what it makes me think of? There's that meme that goes round of a woman who obviously is a hoarder.
Oh my gosh!
I feel like someone is going to find me in here one day, like just lying amongst all of my activewear. It is, you know what, it's so excessive, but I'm very fortunate to get sent all this stuff, but you know, it just accumulates. I'm incredibly grateful, by the way, and it's honestly something I never take for granted, but sometimes it's overwhelming, and especially because I don't have any storage space properly at the moment, as you can see in here, it's just So yeah, it is quite a lot at the moment. Like, I'm desperate to get this sorted so that I'm not so overwhelmed with it all. And having mess around you makes you so stressed. Like, it's so important to have a home for things and be able to put things away, I think. So yeah, I really want to just get this sorted. But in here, it is a bit awkward because it has ceilings like this, which obviously are beautiful. They give it character. It's got a cute little window down there as well. And then obviously a lovely huge window here. So it's a lovely light room. But obviously in terms of like wardrobe space, like wardrobes that go up high, I've only really got this wall here for that, because obviously you've got the window on that side and the ceilings are sloping down on each side otherwise. So yeah, in here, I'm just kind of thinking like wardrobes here. Actually, no, I'm saying wardrobes. I actually want it quite open. And actually, there's a girl called Chrissy Chella. You might know her. I love her activewear wardrobe. She shares it a lot and it's just very open. It's literally really simple. Like, she just has like, so in here, I'd imagine like just low drawers and then 2 kind of sets of hanging space, because I don't need long hanging space, because like even a lot of my tops are like cropped, so I don't need any like massive hanging space, so I just need like little areas. And then she has like a shelf on top where she puts her trainers on top. It's just really simple, and to be honest, I think that's kind of all I need. But I'm going to put it all together and I'm going to send it off to these 2 designers I've chosen on Fiverr, and let's see what they come up with. So I have like lots of photos I've taken screenshots of. I've measured everything. Hopefully I've done a good job with that. I just need to put all my ideas in my head to paper, because obviously these guys, judging by their profiles on Fiverr, they're clearly very good. They're really well reviewed. What they've created is amazing, but you can't expect people to get inside your brain and guess what you want. You've got to give people an idea. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to put it together and I'll show you once I'm done. Whilst I'm getting started with that, if you don't know what Fiverr is, it's this amazing freelance marketplace where you can find talented professionals for pretty much any digital service you can think of. I've used it a few times for quick design jobs for my business, and it's always been super easy and reliable. I'm excited to be using it for a personal project this time. I don't know why I haven't done it sooner, because whether it's for work or something just for you, Fiverr has professionals who can help bring any of your ideas to life. So yeah, I'm just putting these images. I love this, like it's just really light and airy. This is an idea for just ropes hanging up. This I absolutely love. So I just love the colours of the walls. So it's like, it's still light, but it's not white. And then this as well, like this is kind of similar. And then for the activewear wardrobe, this is what I mean. Like, it's just really simple, just shelves with hanging space. So yeah, I'm just going to put all of this together and then add some text just to explain some things, and then yeah, get it ready to send across. So I put the plans and photos of each space together with the inspo I've found, and added text as well to explain a bit more about how I want the space to feel and work for me. By the way, I hadn't noticed that one of the alcoves was a whole 10 centimetres narrower than the other. Had any of you noticed? Anyway, this photo of YouTube Awards is here because I want that to be incorporated into the shelving in the studio. I realised my photo of the studio was old and didn't have the treadmill, so I made sure to add the treadmill on there so they knew to incorporate it. And I took some videos of the space as well, so they had plenty to go on. Both of the freelancers I've found on Fiverr, they've both got really good reviews. So the first one I'm sending it to, he has put a price together, $270 for 3 images, and it will take him 7 to 9 days. Sorry, 7 to 9, that is, not 79, just to clarify, and up to 3 revisions. So the 3 images I'm getting are 2 for the studio, because I feel like with that space I do need two views, and with the wardrobe room, just the 1. Because where that little window is, I don't think I can really put anything there, and also the door opens there, so I feel like if I just get a visual from that side, that's going to be all I need. So he has quoted $270. The other one is CWJ Interior, which I think is a team of people working under a guy called Joseph. They actually came in at $250, so very, very similar. The same thing, actually they have offered some extras as well. They've offered 4 renderings, not just 3. That's quite handy. So yeah, and I will get exactly the same brief over to them as well, and then I will update you guys when I have everything back from them. It's very exciting. I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, I have the first designs back from both freelancers. They're so good. I'm really impressed. Let me show you. So we have, this is Quock's delivery. So yeah, so 3 images. So this is the studio design of the backdrop, which I think is so cool. I love all of this. I love the mirror there. This is that little thing, the climbing bar thing that I said I wanted. I think this looks really nice and is really good use of space for storage. I actually, for some reason, I didn't think there's a little nook there, and I didn't think about the possibility of covering it. For some reason, I just thought, well, there's a nook there, so we've got to use it and keep it there. I do love this paneling. The only worry I have with this is, I don't know if this is just too much of it, and obviously it's going to be instantly behind me, and actually even on this video, I don't know, it might be warping anyway. And obviously look, this is exactly the sort, like that's it, this is my brief, like it's what I've given him, so I just need to be careful with how much of these slats I use, because it might just look a bit crazy behind me. Although based on how close I'll be to this, and with my camera, like my 50mm lens, it might be okay. I don't know. He's put my awards there. I think I just want to see how they look there and have something else here. I actually might send him, we've got this circular shelf unit thing, so I might send him that and see how that looks. I'm not sure about covering the radiator. I actually feel like maybe with all the paneling, having the radiator exposed would be better rather than having more paneling over the radiator. And then obviously here there's some ropes hanging up and then just shelving for other things. And I like the lighting as well. I think having the lighting there will add like depth to the backdrop. And yeah, that mirror, I just think, hadn't thought about putting a mirror there. I will have to be careful about releases and stuff, but I think it'll be okay. I don't think I tend to hit this wall. I tend to release to this side. So this wall is the one that gets hit all the time. So yeah, so that is that angle. He did put some art on the wall here. Not my sort of thing, but that's okay. Like it's nice for him to actually suggest putting something there, and I could actually put anything there really, so it's something to think about. So this side of the room, I mean this is cool to see that I could actually put the paneling there as well, and it'll kind of tie it into the other side. I really like the brick wall we have there, so I think I'll keep it as it is. But yeah, this is kind of, I gave both freelancers like brief to just do the whole room, but I do think realistically this side of the room I'm pretty much going to leave as it is. Like as I said before, it just needs to stay quite spacious. And then moving on, we have the activewear wardrobe, which actually, this is like actually perfect. Like this is exactly what I envisaged. He's pretty much done it exactly as per, like similar to Chrissy Chella's wardrobe that I sent him. And yeah, I think it's basically, this is like literally the brief ticked. Well, I'm going to go back to Quock and ask to move the awards to the side. So that'll mean expanding like the shelving a bit, that area, so there's room for them. As I said, put this shelf unit thing on top of the paneling, and then just remove the paneling from above the radiator. Otherwise, I think that's nice. I think it's a really nice clean look. The walls are very white. I know I did sort of talk about having that kind of plaster effect look, which it might be on there anyway, but it's just, he's gone for quite a light colour so it doesn't come across in the render, I think. But to be honest, I'm quite happy for it to be left as it is. I can sort of imagine that part a bit anyway. So that's that. Let's have a look at the TWJ interior, sorry. So yeah, so what he's done, I've actually received quite a few more images, quite a few more renders from him. He's done a closer view of the backdrop, so it's not from quite such a distance. I find it amazing, by the way, how different these designs are. I love how people come up with such different ideas. I love this. I think this looks really cool. I think compared to the other one, this gets rid of the concern that the slat paneling is too much. I think having some sort of artwork here, I'm not sure if I'll go with this. They said they created this with AI, and I can have the info for that. I can have the image if I want it. I really like these. I love the curves. I think that's very trendy at the moment, but I think I will ask for them to just do it as a square because of budget. I think budget wise, it's just to get this done is like, I could do it, but it's just, I don't think the result would be worth the effort it will take to get this done when I've got two very square alcoves that I can sort this shelving on like straight away. And I think what they've done here is they've really made this just like the image I sent them, which was inspo. Obviously this looks great here as well. I feel like they've matched that kind of shade on the wall a bit closer. I think I'd go a bit lighter, but it might also just be how it looks. Like what I couldn't probably portray to them is how much natural light floods this room, and I actually think this would be lighter than it appears here anyway. I'm not sure about the radiator cover. I mean, I don't find radiators offensive. Like, I'm not so bothered about covering them. Like, let me know your thoughts. Like, I just think they're meant to be there. They just kind of, I'm happy for them to be part of the room. This mirror, I preferred the mirror on, like the way the mirror is done on Quark's version. And I think this could be a bit of a worry that it's a leaning mirror, but again, they've taken this from the inspo I sent. So this version is slightly different. They've taken out the paneling from the back of the alcove and they've put paneling over the radiator. I mean, this looks really nice as well. This again is more like one of the inspo images I sent them without the paneling. It is quite nice because it kind of brightens, it's a bit brighter in a way. What do you guys think? Oh, it's so difficult. This is the other way. So we've got another render which includes this part from this side. And again, I just think, I mean, this is great, but I think I'll come to that in a second. But this they've actually left that nook in there. And I like how they painted it black actually. This is, I mean, I even reckon, like I feel like I could get something exactly like this from IKEA. It looks like the IKEA mom. So that's a really simple thing to get hold of and it looks like it would go in well there. And I love the shelving. So yeah, I really like this. I suppose because it's not kind of like cabinets that go high like in the other design, maybe leaves the room a bit more open. But yeah, I like that. I'd have to move this because I've got that massive light there at the moment. I mean, this is really cool to see. It's so cool to see their capability and the ideas they come up with. And they've done this hanging space for my ropes, which I think is really cute. These can be flattened or they come out as hooks. So if you hang stuff on them, they hang them on there, or you can have it flat. But yeah, as I said, I do think I'm going to keep this space as it was. I was really blown away by how different the wardrobe has come out. So TWJ just came up with an idea which was totally not what I imagined. Like, I imagined exactly what Quark had done, which I still might favour really. I think it's most straightforward. But what was interesting about TWJ is, I'll show you, kind of just used more space in the room. So like, obviously these will be quite low because they have to be because of the ceiling. I do think the window is slightly higher than that actually, but that's fine. This would just be, there'd be a bigger gap here. They've done like more of a long one. So the window is here. They've put a mirror on that wall, which I need to make sure would get me in full length because obviously the ceiling's there and it's a low ceiling. I think this is a really interesting idea, and it might be that I kind of almost use a combination of the two, like maybe try and put this layout more into the idea that Quark has done. I do think with Quark, he has really stuck to the exact inspo I gave him for the wardrobe. That is literally exactly. It's just so interesting how they come up with totally different things. I do like them both. I think I'm gonna really struggle making a decision when it comes to this. What I'm gonna do is, I think with the activewear wardrobes, I feel like they're done as they are. Like, I don't feel like I need any amendments, but I'm just gonna get the radiator cover removed from Quark's design and also get that shelf thing added. Then I'm going to line them up. Once I've got that back, I'll come back to you with everything, and yeah, I'm going to be asking you guys to help me choose. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, the final designs are in. Excuse me, my hair is looking a little bit disheveled because it's been in a ponytail, and we have my little assistant. The one I'm showing you now is Quark's design, and as you can see, I got him to put that shelf above the radiator and remove the radiator cover. Personally, I think that looks loads better. Like, I think it was all too much of the slats and quite in your face. I think that breaks it up a bit. The radiator I have in there anyway is slightly smaller, so it doesn't take up as much space, and I actually think it's more attractive than the one in the render. So yeah, so that doesn't, I feel like this looks better. What do you guys think? I'm gonna call this Studio Design A. I'm gonna show you Studio B and Studio C. I was lucky to get 2 versions from TWJ, which is really cool. And they're both squared off now. So we had that amendment, and actually I like how it looks. I actually think it looks better. I don't know, there's not a lot in it. I think the curve is trendier, but I think the square, I think that's just more timeless. It's going to be cheaper, so that's what I'm going with. So I'm not even going to give the option of letting you guys choose the curved shelving, but you can let me know what you think. So that is version B for this room. Now I'm still thinking that mirror's not right, and I'm still thinking, regardless of what background I go for, I like the mirror that Quok has done, but I do really love this, so that's really cool. Again, I'm not sure about the paneling over the radiator, like the radiator cover, but maybe because in this version, like there's no paneling like there is on Quok's version, so maybe this works. Let me know what you think. That is version B. And then we have C, TWJ's version of the studio with the paneling behind the shelving. It's a bit busier looking, isn't it? But I kind of feel like maybe this version without the radiator cover could be cool, but I quite like this. The other thing is, by the way, I could do with some paneling because it will help with the acoustics of this room, so it will reduce the echo slightly. So yeah, A, B or C, or a mixture of any of these. Let me know what you think. Yeah, and then the same thing with the wardrobe. So wardrobe A is Quok's design, which is literally really exactly what I gave to him. Again, as I said before, I feel like this is quite simple. I mean, it would require things to be bespoke made, but I'm expecting that in this space anyway. I just think with the ceiling in that room, I can't get away from having stuff bespoke. I'm not going to be able to buy anything that really fits well in there, and if I do, it just won't achieve the look I want. I look at this one and I'm like, it's simple, it's just comfortable. B, on the other hand, it looks fantastic. I think it's brilliant, but it scares me a bit more because it's just not exactly what I had in mind. It's just made me see the room differently, like seeing it as more of a, it looks more like a wardrobe, like having more like a corridor kind of thing, like you walk down the middle. Yeah, and I really like how he's considered the window, but with the other design, I could still put a table underneath that window, and then I could potentially just have other maybe freestanding storage with the other version, or I'll still need somewhere to put a mirror, so it gives me space for that. It's difficult. I just think this B has had thought into it, and obviously we've got another angle for B as well, which we obviously needed. I wasn't expecting it, but in this case it's absolutely needed. By the way, this mirror hanging down, the reason they designed it like that was because it was inspired by a skipping rope, so you can see like it looks like there's handles in the ceiling, and apparently the design of that is that it would go up, which is really cool as well. Let me know what you think. B is more exciting but going to be more challenging, more expensive, I think. A is just more simple, safe and simple and cheaper. So yeah, let me know what you guys think I should go for, because I need to sort both these things out, especially my activewear wardrobe, because it's actually just getting me down. It's stressing me out. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when things are messy at home and everything like that, it's annoying. It stops me from being productive when I'm going into my sessions, especially. I mean, bearing in mind that is the wardrobe that literally I have to go in there before every jump rope session, and ultimately jump rope is my living, my job. So I'm trying to fit stuff in. I'm trying to get outside, get in the studio, get my routine done, and I've got to figure out what I'm wearing, and at the moment I can't find anything properly. Nothing is organised. It's just all over the place. It's so bad. So I desperately need to sort it. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to Fiverr for sponsoring this video. I have used Fiverr before for work-related things like graphic design and stuff I need quickly and well priced. But I've actually never used it for something personally. Like I've never thought to use it for interior design. I don't know why, but it's a really good and easy way to get your ideas down, to get your ideas visualized. If you're planning to do something at home, even just buy some new furniture, it's just really handy to have somebody mock up some ideas before you sort of take the plunge, because I don't know about you, but just measuring things and making sure they fit is not enough. You have no idea the impact something will have on a room until it's in place and it's too late to like change it. So yeah, I definitely recommend for this reason using Fiverr, but obviously for anything else, check out all of their other services, because pretty much anything that can be done remotely, they do it. It's insane. Thank you in particular to the designers I used for this project, because they've been brilliant. They've delivered way beyond my expectations. So I'm really happy with that. They were super fast and really communicative and easy to deal with. So I guess all that's left to say is I will see you in my next video. That's a wrap, innit?